well and healthy. Today I would like to share with you a few thoughts about death and dying. This is not my favorite topic, but the gospel passage that we just listened to this morning talks about death and dying. It talks about suffering and about hating life. And Jesus told his disciples, "Very truly I tell you, unless a grain of wheat falls into the earth and dies, it remains just a single grain. But if it dies, it bears much fruit. Those who love their life will lose it, and those who hate their life in this world will keep it for eternal life." Who wants to die? At your age, do you seriously think about death? I don't expect you to be thinking about death and dying. I don't expect you to hate your lives. If you are thinking about death and if you hate your life, perhaps you need to talk to someone. It's not normal to hate life and to think about death all the time. Life is good and should be lived in its fullest. We should take care of and value our lives, and we should also value the lives of others. This past summer, millions of people protested the killing of George Floyd by a police officer. They protested because his life was not valued. At Christ Church, we had yard signs that stated, "All lives can't matter until Black lives matter." Yes, life is precious. We should value and we should treasure it. So why did Jesus talk about life as something that we should hate? Is death necessary for a better life and a fuller life? Well, sometimes death is necessary. The example of the seed is a good one. The seed must go in the soil and must die. It then grows up into a plant that produces abundant fruit. Sometimes death brings about new life. If Jesus had not died, we would not have been saved. Even in the example of George Floyd, I think it took his death to shed light on many other deaths of Black people. And it is because of his death we are seeing police reforms around the country. Perhaps his death will save some lives of many other people. But there is another way of looking at life and death. Death is letting go of those aspects of our lives that destroy life. Think of a garden. In the garden, you have different plants, but also you have weeds and stones. Weeds and stones that can prevent growth. We have to get rid of these. Sometimes we use weed killer and we give other plants a chance to grow and flourish. Life is like a garden. In order to live a full life, we have to get rid of the weeds in our lives. We have to let go of those things that destroy other people's lives, things that prevent us from living a full life. I think this is what Jesus wants us to do, to let go. In this season of Lent, we are called to get rid of those things that prevent us from living a full life. We call these things fasting. We have to fast from those things that are not helpful, things that cause us pain, things that cause other people pain. Let us fast from hurting words. Let us fast from anger, from pessimism, and from complaints. Let us fast from grudges and sadness. Let us instead fill our lives with patience, with gratitude, with hope, joy, and compassion. Let us cultivate those things that promote abundant life.